Gather round on a Thursday night in the Metaverse, feeling hype. Matthew and Rizzle, they're on the mic. Welcome to the WIP, hold on tight. Lightning strikes, the energy's high. WIP fam in the virtual sky. New speakers, new stories, don't be shy. Crypto knowledge, we're in the know. Oh my! WIP fam, we break virtual worlds. Hear the thunder as the lightning twirls. Paradox behind the lens, making moves. Hate on the audio, no time to lose. Show's got the afties, let the good times cruise. Show's got the afties, let the good times cruise.
Boom. There we go. Quick mic check. Can y'all hear me okay? Good audio. Thank you, Easy. What up, y'all? It's Matthew, aka Nifty Time. We're all back from Rizzlefest officially. Voices are back intact. Health has been reclaimed. It was awesome. Great time. On that point, Rizzo and I ran our mouths, reminiscing, reflecting on everything that went down at Rizzlefest. Definitely check it out. Shout out folks. Like Sky Bravo did the Lord's work, helping to get the camp all set up and ready. So many friends, too many to name right now. Just so many good memories, so many damn good memories. So check that out, mint it. Looks like 45 editions have already been minted already. Free mints, it helps support us. So yeah, get after it, y'all. Excited for the WIP to be back. We got a fun one today. Not sure exactly what to expect, but we got a little Day of the Dead teaser with VjDelaria taking us through there, and then the WIP fam loves all the alpha, and Kim Currier's in the house to drop all the alpha on what Decentraland has been cooking up over there. Excited to check that out. So, in order to get everything going, I'm going to shut my mouth up, pass the mic to the hype master of the Metaverse, which is Rizzle himself. Dude, take it over.
Yo, thank you, man. Let me get a mic check. Can y'all hear me? Yay! Yo, it took me up until yesterday to get my voice back, but I'm like, I'm feeling good and ready to do the thing. It feels like coming back home, even though I've like been back home, but now I'm like really back home. All right, big shout out Fox Yoga for DJing the pre-WIP set. It's nice to be back with the WIP crew who was not with us out in Rizzlefest. Wolf was out here early. If you were listening to me now and you don't know where I'm talking from, we're in the general channel of the Meme Explorers Discord. That's where all the chat and GIFs and things will be dropped, links, that kind of thing. And all the audio and everything is coming from the voice channel. So hop in there to follow all the things. There's going to be some Discord screen sharing. At least we're going to attempt it. I'll let you know what's going on with all that. And then we're going to be taking a field trip over to Spatial in a little bit to check out some Day of the Dead previews type of things going on. So let's see, just some housekeeping stuff. We have like, links and things. We have Warpcast channel. We have a Warpcast channel that you need to have permission to post in now. And Matt is the gatekeeper of this. I didn't even have permission until I hit Matt up yesterday. And I was like, dude, how the hell do I post in our own channel? So hit up Matt if you want permission to, yeah, Matt, we got some centralized shit going on over at Warpcast. So hit up Matt to be let into, I have perms too. All right, hit up me, but I don't know how to do it clearly. Anyway, we got the Warpcast channel going, and it's cool because it aggregates like all the posts into one place and everything, sort of Reddit style. That's Paradox's latest mashup, which is from like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But it's a good one. It's from right before we left, and it's got some of the 0-1 stuff, info in there that is a little bit out of date. You might as well just listen to the podcast at this point. But the mashup is dope. Sign the guest book. There's 3 rats in the WIP parcel right now. They're very cute. You want them. You can't get them unless you sign the guest book. If you want to do it proper WIP Metaverse style, it is on the stage in the Hyperfi parcel right now. If you go over and click it. If you want to go, Web 2.5, I just dropped the link in the general channel here. So make sure you sign the guest book so you can get all the things. Direct questions at SHO in the chat box if you have questions for any of our speakers. At the very end here, we're going to do a group shot over in Spatial, so stick around for that. And this should be a cool one. We're going to go in the reverse order that Matt had mentioned. We're going to go with Kim first from DCL. And we did something really cool here because we sort of messed this up unintentionally. We were supposed to be doing an alpha demo, but the internet situation was sort of messed up. And so we ended up bringing Kim on here to do the alpha demo that we were supposed to get at Rizzlefest via Dragonade and Easy. No, man, it's Dragonade. It's not your fault, man. We tried to work it out. But anyway, this is even better. There's a lot of people in here who will appreciate it. It's coming straight from Kim. And we're doing this awesome thing. We're going to try it where you need access to get into the alpha demo, but the alpha demo is actually happening right this second. So we're going to try and weasel our way into the alpha demo collectively through Kim's screen share. So I don't know if this is like technically allowed. We won't tell anyone else over at DCL that we're all like sort of lurking into the alpha demo here, but and everything could break. So you know, Kim made me aware of that. You know, we're going to try and stream many things all over the place and everything. So you all know how this goes. If it breaks, you know we tried, but trying to serve up some alpha here, and DCL is doing some cool stuff. And as Matt and I were saying on the podcast earlier, you know, we've been in there at a fairly consistent clip for around 5 years now. So stoked to get the update. And the Day of the Dead thing is going to be dope. This is a community that's been going on concurrently to ours for a long time. Some of you may be familiar with them, some not, but I'm just excited to see some more Metaverse natives doing some cool stuff out here. So that's just about everything for me. If you don't know, you should know. This is like Metaverse public broadcasting. We're on year 5 right now, somewhere in there, somewhere in year 5. I don't know. We've been serving up brilliant creators in Web3 for a long ass time. If you donate to the WIP Meetup.eth, it gets chopped up to our volunteer crew via 0x splits. If you want to donate a whole hell of a lot of money, we'll build something awesome to you. We'll slap your thing on the bus in real life. I don't know. We'll do a bunch of cool shit. Send us all your stuff. And also giveaways. Our audience loves giveaways, and I do too. Who doesn't love free things? So if you have free things as a project, a community member, or just some rando, we will accept your free things and distribute them. I think that's just about it. It's good to be back, y'all. Shout out to the crew who makes this happen week in and week out. Foxy Yoga, Easy Paradox Show, Dragonade, Carnival for Stowaway, Brookhawk the Chef, Fabiano, Patricia, Fractilians, Johan, Matt, Metageist. Thank you all so much for pulling this off for so long. And with that, we're going to try some complicated Metaverse cross-streaming shit, because that's how we get down. Yo, Kim, if you can unmute, this is step number 1, which is not always that easy. So I'm going to try and pass the mic to Kim, and we can see what's cooking over here at DCL.
Hello, is this working?
It is. We did it. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. So appreciate you all letting me come in. I know we really wanted to do Alpha live, but we'll do it however we need to do it. So the goal was to make sure we can share some information with all of you. So I have tried sharing my screen. I don't know if any of you are seeing it yet. Let me know.
Kim, it looks great. So far, we're crushing.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, I'm standing in the new Genesis Plaza. So for anyone that doesn't know, Decentraland we've been busy. We've been cooking on the back end. For the past year, we decided to rebuild Decentraland from the ground up. So we've been a web-based client for a long time now. And then we had a downloadable client, but it was still using the web-based code kind of as the main framework. And that had a lot of limitations on what we can do from a performance and just making it look pretty perspective. So the team has spent the past year rebuilding it in Unity, and it will be a downloadable client in beta available to the public starting on Tuesday, which I cannot believe is here. Tuesday, October 22nd. So everyone will be available. It'll just go to decentraland.org and the download button will swap to this new version. I am currently in the alpha version, which we are doing a final test today. Which you can see here behind me. There's this get ready for the launch parade. So some alpha, any version of Decentraland that you jump into today, I believe you can now get ready for the launch parade and grab this free new flag, which is going to work like this, which is this fun little emote made by the team. We're going to do a launch parade and go explore the new client together on the 22nd. The event is in our events page if you want to RSVP and kind of join us for that experience. But this is a free emote for the community, and there are a lot of free emotes that are coming out over the next month and a lot of events happening. So figured I could show you around a little bit if it's still working for everyone. Can you still
Still
hear and
working.
see?
Yeah, this is going great.
Awesome. So you'll notice framework's still the same here, but when we step outside the world, you can see so much more. So what's awesome, this is Genesis Plaza. You can see in the distance here, everything is fully rendered already, so that you have that full world view. So Decentraland is one of the only or few metaverses that are fully traversable, meaning that it is UGC content all created side by side, which is really, really difficult to actually render. The tech team was explaining all of this to me. But as you can see, as I'm running in the distance, all of these worlds made by the community are starting to pop up, which is a lot of fun to see. So everyone is exploring now, so we can go in any direction. You can see everything loaded, popping up, and then in the distance, anywhere that is an empty scene, aka someone owns the land but hasn't built on it, we now have this like beautiful landscape. You can see my ground, there's grass, there's wind. I can change my views to a bunch of different ones as well, but you can see all the little blades of grass, and this landscape will change over time. So like the winds are moving, flowers are growing. So it feels much more immersive in that experience. So my favorite part is being able to like see all the different scenes. I'm going to try to jump. The team is having a party at 137-3, and let's see if we can go join everyone over there. As you can see, this loads significantly faster if anyone has been in Decentraland before. As soon as I say that, it obviously pauses, but it's loading on the back end for this scene. There are hopefully a lot of people over there, so that's probably why it'll take a little bit longer to load while we're getting there. But some of the things that are new, lots of new engagement mechanics and features. So things like badges and quests will be available. So some of the fun badges I can show you in a minute are all tied to your profile. So if you've been an active Decentraland member before, which I know so many people in this community have, some of these badges are retroactive. So the first day you log in, you will see badges that you may have already earned. So if you've come to Music Fest in the past, if you've come to a different fashion week, those badges will already be there. If you've collected some of our wearables and emotes, the Emotionista and Fashionista badges will already all be in your profile. So as I'm talking about those badges, you can see here, my backpack is all completely redesigned with some really awesome new ways to feature the creators and the creations here, same as these emotes. Are you still seeing me? We're rolling?
Still rolling. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, awesome. I was not expecting all of that. And then if you go to your profile, this is where you can see all of your badges. So Traveler, for example, is how many Genesis City scenes you've explored. Event Enthusiast is how many events you've attended. They're different categories. So explorers, collectors, creators. I have none of these creator badges. I am not skilled enough to do that, but I know many of our community members have. Socializer, so social butterfly. How many views, profiles have you looked at of the community? And builder, so how many scenes have you deployed? So lots of really cool stuff to come explore. I'm working on my Emotionista and my Fashionista, which is how many emotes and wearables you've purchased on your wallet to go and support our creators. If anyone doesn't know this, the creators keep 97.5% of all revenue, and 2.5% just goes to the DAO. So really a really good economic model for creators in Decentraland. So those are some of the fun new features there. And up here, you'll see this little rocket ship. We now have daily quests. So every day when you log into Decentraland, there will be 3 tasks for you to do. When you do those tasks, you will automatically get a reward. So everyone kind of has a different experience when they come into Decentraland. Some people just want to explore some plots. Some people want to play a game. Some people want to go to a party. But we wanted to make sure anyone that came in, there was something to do if you didn't know what you wanted to do that day. So that's what this problem kind of solves here. And we created a ton of new mini games that you can use. So Liquid Labyrinth, Tower of Hanoi, Tiles Alley, these are all new games that you can play. So you click on the map, it'll point to the game you're supposed to go to. You click it and you hit start navigation, and it will tell you then how to navigate. You'll see it on your map for how to get to your next hello. Oh, I think I finally froze it. But it'll show you in the navigation how you can get there. Let's see if I unfreeze my screen again. Let's go back. There we go. Froze myself here. But that's how that will work for you. Let's see if I can jump in. I'll jump in nearby and then we can go walk to it. But you'll see there's a ton of mini games that the team has created. So for you gamers that want to come in, they're very much social games. So you come in, you watch, they're not like hardcore AAA game style. They're more like tile tally, mosaic type stuff, puzzler style games that you can play. And there's leaderboards there. So you try to get to the top of the leaderboard each day, and then there are rewards associated. So every day you can come in and win 3 new wearables or emotes from the Decentraland team, which is an exciting new update here. There's also going to be a lot of updates to friendships, social interactions. The map is getting a whole new revamp right after launch. So like I mentioned, this is going to be in beta, but a lot happening right after launch. Even so, we knew it was a better experience than what people were having now. So although it's not perfect, we want to get it out there and make sure we'll continue to iterate over the next few months with new feature drops. So that's the high level. Was that helpful for you, Rizzle?
Yes, that was fantastic. Maybe this is a good time. We had a bunch of questions rolling in from the audience while you're speaking, so maybe this is a good time to throw it over to Show to relay some of those. That's your cue, Show. What's up, Show? I feel like it's been like 10 months.
Test. How's my audio, y'all?
Sounds good, man.
All right, sorry about that.
Good.
But now you're going again. See, we got you, Show. We've gone this far with like no audio problems. We got like 30 seconds to kill for microphone problems. If not, I can relay a couple of these here. No big deal. We'll give Show a second. I had one actually, Kim, that I relayed to Show that I can unrelay to Show and relay to you. I was curious about like the builder itself. Does the update to DCL involve anything like in that regards? I mean, all the updates are incredible and completely different, but just curious on the build side of things.
Yes, good point. We currently are using like an editor and a builder. On the 22nd, we will also be launching, definitely in beta still, but a new creator hub. So this will be like your all-in-one place with docs, YouTube tutorials, and your building mechanisms as well, so that you can build in there and deploy to the new client. Totally forgot that part. There's so many things to remember. But yes, the builder's getting an upgrade.
That's awesome. We also had a question from Easy. He wanted to know, in regards to the browser and downloading it, does this mean that there will no longer be a way to log in? Or yes?
So you will still be able to log in, but the browser is going to be sunset. So the login portion will still happen on the browser, but the playing and the exploring will not. So it'll exist for a few more months, but like for those of you that have been in there and used the URL, but it is not the recommended experience moving forward, and it doesn't have people dedicated to support on the browser version. So if you use the browser version, it is not the new client. It is an old tech.
That's cool. We also have a question from Hidden Forces. He would like to know, are there new dance options? And is it true that there's going to be a cross-platform dance-off soon? And you've already started doing mocap with Shishiyu Sakana.
I do not know all of that info, but there are always new emotes coming onto the onto the marketplace from our creators. Our team will definitely be continually creating more as well as part of different drops. We do have a music festival, a 4-day EDM virtual festival, November 20th through 23rd. So dance moves 100% will be happening. I don't know too much about the mocap experience, but I know there have been some mocap partnerships in the past. So I can follow up on that. I don't know about that one specifically.
That's awesome. We have a question from
But
Brokaw.
down for dance off. Always down for dance offs. We could try to plan something.
Same. We also have a question from Brokaw. He would like to know how many parcels away does it render? View distance. Is there still sharding if there are a lot of people at events?
So view distance, you can set it to how far you want it to render. But basically, as far as the screen will see is what it should be rendering. The team, I'm going to get a little more technical than I'm actually capable of doing, so bear with me here. But basically, they're doing it with asset bundling on the back end and LODs so that it can basically, it's like continually getting scenes prepped so that they will visually be ready to prepare as you walk by them. That is probably not the most technical description of it, but that's how I've understood it. So it should render much further than in the past. So if you go to the top of Airdrop Tower, you can render and see the entire Genesis Plaza. The entire Genesis City.
That's
which is really fun, and I highly recommend doing that. It, hint, hint, might have a badge associated with going high places.
In regards to daily quests, you mentioned rewards. Will these rewards be in the form of either mana or parcels, or just mana in general as an incentive?
So rewards are emotes and wearables at this stage.
Do you see any value in offering mana in order to re-engage with the community or potentially onboard people in the future, having some sort of monetary incentive?
Yeah, it's definitely something we're continually talking about. I don't have anything at the moment to share there, but it's something we've talked about. Right now, we're trying to launch a lot of new stuff. So going with, let's make sure the tech works as is with the current mechanics, and then we can layer on other mechanics in the future.
That's cool. Sorry. Lastly, we have a question from Hidden Forces. He would like to know what kind of outreach to off-platform communities does Decentraland engage in?
Sorry, you cut out a little on my end. Can you say that end part again?
Sure. What kind of outreach to off-platform communities does Decentraland engage in?
So honestly, we haven't done a ton of new user acquisition up until this point, other than organic outreach that we do. A new user acquisition campaign is going to start as part of this new client launch. So that is what we will be working on as we move forward. So we'll be doing online advertising, but we will also start working on how can we do more meetups. Our ambassadors did a lot of great work as a testing program earlier this year with local meetups in their cities. And I envision us continuing to do things like that in the future, as well as other on the ground type of events with Web3 communities. Does that answer that question?
Yes, it does. Sorry.
Okay.
Yo, Kim, just want to say thank you so much for hopping on and giving us the alpha and sneaking us all into the alpha demo. That was pretty dope. We won't tell anybody, except this is live, so possibly a bunch of people are onto us. No,
I can break the rules.
Yeah, no, this is great, Kim. If anyone has any questions, and Kim, feel free to drop any links to any of this stuff in the general channel here, so people can find all the things that you're talking about. If people have questions or anything, Kim is pretty awesome and responsive. There's a bunch of stuff on the Decentraland calendar that she was mentioning, so go check out all the things and get. It looks like people have already gotten their flags. Easy's already gotten one. I think Conwolf did too. So
Nice.
get the flags and do the things, and Kim, we should circle back in all seriousness once it's live. We definitely want to come back and like host a WIP in the new version of DCL. It would be really dope. So
Absolutely.
let's make sure to do it again. But yeah, awesome. Yo, thank you so much. We're gonna do an abrupt shift as we do and talk about some Day of the Dead shit. So, like I said, I'm excited about this. This has been going on for a while, and I don't know all the context of it. I'm excited to sort of learn here in real time. We're gonna be taking a trip over to Spatial, I believe, in a few minutes. So if you couldn't get into Hyperfy, hold on tight. We'll drop that link here and shove everyone over there. But there might be some Discord screen share going on first. So we'll see what's cooking, and it's on season, right? It's on brand, Day of the Dead. So once again, the ever treacherous mic pass, VjDelaria. If you can hear me and unmute and say a thing, we can get our education on here.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, great. I can share my screen if it's okay.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm gonna try to go really, kind of like take the time into consideration because this is a project that has been going on for 4 years. It is a collective project. We founded this in 2021 from the community of NFT Anguis, which is Latin American Artist Collective. We are doing collective drops and working in the blockchain collaboratively since 21. And I have presented projects that we have done through this community at NFT NYC and NFT London each year. This project has to do with Day of the Dead. But not only does it have to do with our present knowledge of Day of the Dead, it has to do with the history of Day of the Dead and with the anthropology, what our ancestors believed about the journey of your soul when you passed away. So Camino al Mictlán translates to a journey through the Mictlán. And the Mictlán is one of 4 different underworlds or afterlife worlds where your soul could go to, according to the Mexica, to the Aztec, to the Nahuatl cosmology. They believed that this journey to the Mictlán had 9 different levels or tests that you had to cross or to pass in order to move forward to your final destination. And this methodology is what the whole project is about. Over a period of 2-3 months, we teach and we make exercises and art about this methodology and anthropology. We have done this for 4 years. So each year we focus on something specifically. On the first year, we focus mostly on doing our collective drop, bringing our tradition to the blockchain and to the metaverse. We did events in the metaverse, exhibitions in CryptoVoxels and in Decentraland. In 2022, we jumped into the metaverse with a Web3 art residency, which we did in the metaverse, and we launched a wearable Day of the Dead collection drop, as well as NFT collective drops with the topic of Day of the Dead. We also did the build on Spatial that I will show you later today. And so this year we really went deep into the metaverse. The following year, 2023, we went back to the IRL. Well, we didn't go back, but we mixed IRL and metaverse experiences to create a digital event in Mexico. And this year we are collecting this energy of the number 4. We are celebrating 4 years of history together, of working with many communities over the past 4 years. And this year we are celebrating connections. So we are strengthening the connections across the project and celebrating the connections that we are building collectively. I can share this slide. There's a lot of information, history about this anthropology. So anyone that digs this type of information, feel free to read along more about the history. And each level, we study each level of the journey of the soul through the afterlife, and we create art that we exhibit in the metaverse about that level. Each level has a gallery in the metaverse where we compile the art created, inspired by that anthropology behind that level. Okay, let me move on. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through these pretty quick. This is part of the materials that I use to teach this anthropology. I am myself an art educator. I'm doing a master's in art education in the University of New York. And this project is actually one of the community Web3 projects that I am researching and that I am working with my professors, so that we can show, to the community, to the art pedagogy community, how we are using Web3 tools to connect and to bring about audiovisual collaborative projects. So this is a very quick review of this presentation. I will definitely share it with anyone that wants to know more about that. And then here on the right side, on the messages, I am going to share a lot of links because I think it's easier that I just drop them there. I don't know if I can remove all the embeds. Okay, I just remove them. Okay, so if we go over, if you guys click on the first link, I think I just stopped sharing, right? If you guys click on the first link, the one that says Metaverse Guide, you're going to see some links, and I'm dropping that there if you guys want to have time to join us for our community Metaverse activations. We are going to be having events in Special, Nifty Island, Hyper 5, and Decentraland. And I want to thank the communities that are helping us bring all of these events to life. We are collaborating with the Neolinks, with Bloom Babes, with a kid called Beast, with a lot of community members like 1X, Lovely 17. We're really bringing in a lot of different communities so that we can celebrate together our Day of the Death cultural celebration. And we are doing a game night. So we are inviting everyone to join us not only in the Metaverse events, but also in the IRL events. If you are in the area, we are going to have activations in New York as well, where we'll have an audiovisual showcase. So one of the cool things that I really like about connecting with this community, with Riz and with everyone here, is that I really love music and live performance acts. So we are having an activation in the Oculus in the World Trade Center, where we are bringing the audiovisual community from New York, and we are bringing together the Web3, NFT, Metaverse community and the audiovisual performance art communities to showcase an audiovisual experience featuring top New York talents. So we'll have beat makers, DJs, VJs, and I'm excited because I'm a fan of beat makers, scenes, modules. So it's gonna be amazing sharing this not only with people in New York, but with everyone. because we are having also an art call, which is actually going to close in 2 days. So if you guys want to join us with art and be part of our community Day of the Dead exhibition at the Oculus, we have this open call at the Hawk, and it's going to close in a couple days. We have had close to 140 entries of art, so we are super excited and thankful with the community for sending their arts. So if you want to join us with arts and be part of this collective experience, feel free to join this art call. And I left the links on the side here with all the other links. And then lastly, the other thing I wanted to share is that we are not only doing this in New York, we are having also a museum experience in Mexico, where we are going to present a series of IRL workshops to teach about all of this technology from an artistic and more traditional standpoint. And so we are very excited and grateful for these, for being, having places like a museum in Mexico welcome the digital technology and this blending of history and culture that we are doing. So these are the connections that I shared with before. Audio visuals, we are bringing in audio and visual artists. We are also doing a collective drop between artisans from an indigenous community in Mexico and NFT artists. So this is actually a collective drop that we are really excited about. And we are also blending IRL and Metaverse experiences with the workshops and with everything we're doing online. And then we're also strengthening this connection of history and technology. So we have a lot of things going on. I don't mean to just dump everything on you guys, but whenever you guys got some time, check out the links I share. And we're really happy to welcome anyone that wants to participate, that wants to join us in these experiences. And yeah, whenever you got some time, check out our links, check out NFT Yankees. This is a collective project, so we are really happy to welcome anyone. And then lastly, that's the last thing that I want to share is that we are having a DJ Metaverse party. So if you are into joining a rave in the Metaverse, we'll have amazing community members like Yoshiro, like Steve Sai. We're also going to have Mr. Big Mouth. Will be Mr. Dinjas in the Decentraland. We'll have future music, doing a DJ set as well. DJ Trax is doing a set. So we are really excited to welcome everyone and to be doing this in 4 different platforms. We're really happy to explore the different interoperability options that we have in Web3. So yeah, that's it.
Yo, VJ, this is so cool. And I knew there was going to be some overlap here in communities because you've been around for a while, and I see some familiar names. We know DJ Tracks, we know One Existence. I saw Lovely Worldwide is in the mix somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. So there's definitely a lot of overlap in the community here. The presentation was awesome. I'm extremely impressed with the mix of in real life and metaverse stuff you've got going on. So we got some questions from the audience. VJ, do you think this would be a good idea? We can send everyone over to Spatial and let them make their way up to the 3rd floor while we do some Q&A with the audience here?
Yes. So we are actually, let's go to Spatial. I'm already there, and I share the link in the document, and I can drop it here again.
Drop the links here too. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah, so this is actually a build that we did in Spatial to basically tell the story of this anthropology. The build in Spatial is designed to mimic the 9 levels of this journey through the afterlife. We have the 9 different galleries here, and each gallery hosts artwork to commemorate that level. Here on the top floor, we have our living room to chill. there is a hole in the middle. So if you fall, just come up back upstairs. And this is our living room where we stream every week our spaces. So we are very much into blending audio, visual, and metaverse and IRL experiences. So the Twitter spaces that we do, we also meet here in the metaverse, pretty much what you guys are doing. So yeah, we've been doing this since 2021. So we are really excited not only to work with people over and over, but also meet new people like you guys and continue sharing and building this together.
Amazing.
I think
I
that's
see
the
people
wrong.
starting to pile into spatial here. There's an elevator in the middle. We're sort of going up and down. I think we're trying to get up to the third floor. I'm going to throw the mic over to Show, and you can relay any questions from the audience here.
Hey, VJ, what's going on?
Hello.
So we have a question from Rizzle. He would like to know, is this initiative mostly volunteer-based, or how is it primarily funded?
Yeah, this is self-funded. We don't have any grants or this is all self-funded. This collective project, it's a collective, so it's all by artists for artists, and we currently do not have any grants. But we definitely would love to, move on forward on that direction because it's a project that it's already, built, done. We are going to continue building it. And we definitely imagine what we can do with funding. We have come so far without funding, with only our own funding. So it'd be amazing if we can have some actual backing.
Do you see any pathway towards receiving funding via crypto specifically?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, to be honest with you, there's a lot of, it's a kind of a lot of controversial DAOs and the founding, programs and routes. In my personal experience, it sounds really, kind of sad to say it or to think about it, but sometimes the drama that happens in DAOs, kind of like scares creatives like myself away, and you don't want to have like this has been created with a lot of love, a lot of respect for our ancestors, for our culture, and the last thing that I want for this project is some type of drama. So unfortunately, I am looking for the correct place where we can bring this project and fund it the right way, but so far I haven't found that community yet, or that DAO, that grant where I can actually fund this, the right intentions and without any drama. But yeah, we would love to. I really would love to.
That's awesome. Foxy Yoga would like to know, through which link can we have the Oculus experience? Can we get all the information in your X account?
Yeah, so the link for the Oculus is actually the spatial that we are in. So the links are here on the document that I share. It says join us in Spatial, join us on Nifty Island, Hyperfi, and Decentraland. So if you are in Spatial in the Oculus, look for NFT and Gifts or Camino a Mictlan in the menu, and you can join the Experience VR. And actually, in the museum in Mexico on the 31st, we are going to have VR stations so that people, when they come to the museum in person, they can put on the VR sets and do the walk in the Metaverse gallery.
There any other questions? Feel free to hop in, Show. Otherwise, VJ, I'm just floored with the amount of work that has gone into this project and the integrity behind wanting to hold out for the proper source of funding if you're getting funding because of the integrity of the project. So just really impressed overall with all the effort and thought and dedication that's been put into this. is we're going to try and get everyone in here for a group shot. So while we're doing that, and I'll just sort of yell at everyone for a second. I'm dropping the links in the chat box here. So in Discord. So make sure you hop in with us so we can do a group shot here. VJ, is there any other details, any other links, anything that you want to hit everybody here with before we transition into a group photo here?
Yeah, so I would love if you guys on the right side, again, I left some links in there. We have our websites that one of our community members just redesigned last week. So we are really proud and excited for that. And so if you guys want to, come check it out, that'd be great. That will help us on the algorithm. Also, I shared the art call for the Oculus. So if you know someone or you yourself would like to join our community, Day of the Death exhibition, we have 2 days left, so you can check that out. And as well as I left the Luma, link, because that's the other great thing that I really want to showcase is that it's a lot of, it's been, years of planning and working with many different communities on the grounds here in New York to put together this audiovisual showcase. So if you know anyone that is in the New York area, share the Luma RSVP link that I also share here. If you yourself are in the New York area, this is definitely going to be an audiovisual event not to be missed. And I am myself very excited to share this group of very talented artists to the Web3 community. And so, yeah, it's really cool. This is a collective of beat makers, a collective of VJs, and also a collective of DJs coming together to present to you guys this cool event. And it is free with RSVP. That's what we really want people to register, because we don't want anyone to be missing out if we run out of the tickets. So yeah, definitely check it out and share it with your friends. Join our Metaverse experience, and big ups to everyone. Big ups to Lovely for sure. She's been a big part of our connecting with Nifty Island. Also, 1X has been a key member for our connecting with a kid called Beast and Neolinks. So thank you so much for making this project even bigger.
Hell yeah. Love everything about it. We're gonna need a fake Paradox in here. Paradox is off today. I forgot about that. So we're gonna need a fake Paradox in here while we roll his theme song for everything. Yo, this has been awesome. Between Kim coming in here and dropping some DCL alpha and VJ coming in here and showing off just a really well thought out community driven project that's been in existence for a long time. There's not a whole hell of a lot of those out there, which we can all attest to. So VJ was posting the links in the other side chat. I posted them. I cross-posted them into the general channel here so everyone can find them. So check out all the things going on over there. I'm killing some time so we can find a fake Paradox. Hopefully someone will step up in the meantime. Why don't we just get his theme song rolling and everyone try and hop into this spatial link and we'll snap a photo at the discretion of somewhere that a fake Paradox will decide. Let's go.
We stand
Just a humble cameraman looking for a tiny bit of attention. It's me, Paradox. Get your asses in line and smile for the fucking camera. No one cares about Matthew and Rizzle, that's for sure. It's about me, Paradox. I'm taking over the show.
Fake Paradox here. You're going to have to get your asses in a line. Go to the 3rd floor, I believe. Wherever there's a group of people wandering about, you're going to get in a group or a line, and I believe Dragon Nate is going to snap some pictures. So jump, you can jump, spacebar to jump, emote, or type something wonderful. It's time for whippy pictures. Fake Paradox, signing out. Dragonite, it's up to you. Snap them pics. Jumpy time.
Do we stand in front of the WIP poster for a pic?
That is a lovely idea. Migrate yourselves to wherever you see a WIP poster. Where's this WIP poster? My computer's a
Right
little
here?
bit.
Yeah, yo. Fake Paradox, give us a
Where
little
the
direction.
parts are
here.
coming from.
Where's the whip poster?
My computer locked up.
Here where the hearts are coming from. I'm jumping up and down.
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to find you here.
That's the poster they did for today. So thank you.
Are we on the first floor?
Oh no, so we are on the third floor. So
Okay,
you guys
all right,
have
I'm coming
to
up.
get on the rings. There's like some rings that go up and down. And then there's a small ring and an outer ring. And the outer ring is the one that goes upstairs.
All right. On my
And then
way.
there is a way also I can bring them to me. Let me find it. Where is it? Does anyone remember? I bring everyone to me.
Oh, I see. There's an outer ring that takes you up to the second floor, and then there's an outer ring that takes you up to the third floor.
The third floor, yeah. So it's an elevator type of thing.
Okay, got it. Okay, I got a crew here with me. I got a wandering kangaroo, someone
Ew.
with wings. We're getting there. All right, out to the third rung. Oh, Flens made it. Maybe is that Flens? I don't know who that is. Oh, wandering kangaroo made it. All right, here we go. Up to the third floor. I got 5 people with me. Or 5.
Ew.
They're sort of people. Ooh, I didn't make it up here before. Very nice. Oh yeah.
This is
the
our
way. We got
lounge
like a
room.
lounge. Yeah. All right. What have we been doing? We were, sweating going up and down the elevator this whole time. We could have been chilling in the lounge. Y'all should find your way up here. This is dope. So
Yeah, so
let's go ahead, VJ.
No, I was gonna say we we just hang out here, but we can stand in front of the WIP poster that you guys did to take a picture.
Hell yeah. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for setting this up. Dragon Knight, can we do like maybe a minute or two worth of music? Just give everyone a chance. You got to take the ring up to the second floor, and then there's an outer ring from that takes you up to the third floor. And there's a big ass WIP banner and a bunch of us up here. So take a minute, get up here, we'll get a good group shot. Fake paradox.
Wanna let it fall over me. Take your hands off the wheel. Take them off. Let it go, let it breathe. Wanna take some time, come with me. I've never been one to wait. So give me your everything. 'Cause every time you look at me, I see myself in your eyes. I see myself in your eyes. Night swims in the rain. Wanna take a trip up the stream. Fingertips on your waist. You and I feel the same. I've never been one to wait. So give me your everything. 'Cause every time you look at me, I see myself in your eyes. I see myself in your eyes. I see myself in your eyes. I see myself in your eyes.
That felt like way better, right? I don't know what Easy was doing. VJ was like a way better fake paradox and steering us to like the proper location here. Easy's just like go to where you see people and jump. No, just kidding. Shout out Easy, fake paradox, putting him on the spot, and VJ for setting up this lounge. We got some real nice photos up in here. And shout out to y'all for coming out. I'm glad y'all didn't forget about us. We've been gone for like so long. It felt like a million metaverse years and everything. If you did not sign the guest book, make sure you sign the guest book. We got like some serious cross metaverse stuff going on here. I hope you all are paying attention. We're like from Discord to Hyperfi to Decentraland to Spatial. These things work in crypto voxels, I think, and a whole bunch of other places. The rats, you want the rats. That's why you're signing the guest book, as well as to stay in communication with us because you love us. I think that's about everything for today. Once again, great to be back. Great to see all y'all out here today. And big shout out to Kim and VJ for putting it down for a really dope whip on our welcome back tour, whatever the fuck. I'm gonna get off the mic. Yo, Matt, help me out, dude. Did I miss anything?
No, I think you nailed everything, and I think it's about that time for everyone to get ready, get the volume settings all right, all set to go, and let's get into the afties. We'll show y'all.
Wait, is this thing on? Yeah!
It's time for the afties.
Hot takes, opinions, thoughts. Let's go. All right, y'all. How's my audio? Am I 2x2 or 5x5? Because my shit's been fucking up. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. My apologies. I mean, the USB ports on my highly expensive gaming laptop are loose. My microphone cord has like a rip in it, and it's been cutting in and out. My expensive headphones have the ear padding all frizzled and frazzled and shit like that. So everything is breaking down. I have a crick in my neck. I can only turn like 45 at a 45.7 degree angle. It's not an equilateral triangle. I mean, I don't know. A neck isn't a triangle. You get my drift. Things are all oblong and out of shape. But I'm here. I brought myself here to bring you all this cool shit. Please click on me in the voice channel. I'm sharing as well. Shout out to VjDelaria. You can also click on me to look at what I'm sharing. Click on me to see what I'm sharing so you can keep up. Yeah. Okay. First things first. You WIP crew and WIP fam. I feel like you're not dedicated. You're going to somewhere in Tennessee, going to a camp, drinking, smoking, just hanging out. You're not dedicated to this crypto thing that we do. You're partying. You're singing and gallivanting and dancing on buses. You're doing graffiti on buses. You're doing all these things. You're doing scavenger hunts and getting all kinds of shit. And you're setting things on fire and sitting around the fire after you're setting it on fire. You're not dedicated. I've been sitting in the same spot since the WIP ended 2 weeks ago. I've been sitting in the exact same spot. And every time this happens, I keep telling you this. I've been telling you this for as long as the WIP has been happening. Every time you all go away, I'm just not doing anything. I've been living vicariously through all of you and all your videos and pictures, looking at Dragon Nate eating eggs and bacon and shit, and walking around half naked, looking at people perform and easy lighting fireworks and being a fucking pyro. I've been looking at Rizzle taking pictures with damn near everybody. What else? Oh man, shout out to Brookhawk, yo. Brookhawk, thank you so much. I've been living vicariously through everything you've been sharing. I don't even know if Brookhawk, no, he's not here. He doesn't like the afties. I get it. It's all good, man. It's not for everybody, dude. I am not for everybody. But I still love you. Tell Brookhawk that I love him, just so he knows. I would get a drink with him in his basement. No, not basement. He has a garage that he sits in and he disappears from the world. But shout out to Brookhawk. No, man, yo, Rizzle Fest looked fire as fuck, man. Oh my god, it looked fire as fuck. So shout out to everybody who attended and who keep the energy alive, keeping my friend, my bro Rizzle's energy alive and kicking. This is where the real support is, instead of these talking heads on Twitter Spaces who think that they're influential and who are really about shepherding this thing of ours, this, capiche, this thing of ours. Oh, yo, shout out to Sky Bravo for putting in a lot of work. No, seriously, like, oh my God, man, I do not envy Sky Bravo's the effort. That's a lot of fucking work, man. Shit, no, seriously. So shout out to everybody else who had a hand in making that happen. That is not an easy task, for real. So that's one thing. So shout out to you, shout out to that. The other thing is, so while I was, I felt bad, so I decided to just start, doing one of the things that I always like to do, is looking at what the fuck Nifty Time is doing all the damn time, because he's always doing something. So I was bothering Matthew all weekend, or all week and all weekend, and Matthew's always doing things. He's always doing. He's not even fucking listening right now. But tell Matthew that oh no. So his collaborations with Cam are like they're definitely next level. They keep shipping all these primitives from Scent, and these things always hit. Everything that they've launched as a squad, as a team, has always like hit. And it's this new thing that Matthew just launched, base jobs, is kind of cool too. There's like gold there. If you're probably wondering when the hell is the Acti's gonna start, it started. I'm just showing love, because this is just what's been going on, and you should be checking this out too. Base jobs, it's basically like incentivize gig working. It's like Fiverr, but not really. You can also stake your tokens on a worker if you believe that they can actually get the fucking job done, which is hilarious. So again, you could tag Matthew and tell him that you like the idea of base. Well, the link is base.jobs, but base jobs, this concept, this idea that he's working on with Cam, I think that there's gold there. I was doing it not necessarily because I needed the funds, but more so just because I just want to see what the fuck he's up to. Because he's, like I said, he's always doing things. I wish there was two things. I was going to write Matthew a big ass paragraph after I told him everything I told him, but he doesn't read it. He doesn't want to read that shit. So I'd rather just say it that like I really appreciate everything that he's doing, and he's always doing something. I just want him to keep doing more things, maybe incorporate, whoever he feels like from the crew to assist if he needs some assistance and things, because we're here, you know what I'm saying? But even if he doesn't, it's all good. We're still going to support regardless. Just keep doing stuff, man. Keep building. I mean, he doesn't have to. Like, we don't, like, I'm not really asking like for us to do work. I don't want to do work, but his collaborations with Cam are really something. Like, I don't know where the fuck these guys get these ideas from. The one thing I was gonna tell him, I was like, oh man, if you guys can ideate, I forgot if that's the word or not. If you brainstorm, figure out a way to, God, like marketing. To me, every time I think about launching anything, it's like the biggest issue is marketing. In 2024, it's totally different. You can't just like spam a bunch of things 10 times a day on social media channels. That doesn't work. If there's some kind of like answer to marketing, both in the meat space and in the crypto space, that is gold. And then if you can aggregate all the things that you're making with Cam into one thing, like a suite of tools and products that you can ship. Obviously, you can fucking sell this shit, Matthew, but or attract VC attention or whatever. But it's like easier to find all in one place. That would be cool as shit. Dude, don't do no internships. Interns don't fucking get any money, man. don't man. You gotta hire for the problem. But no. But anyway, I just want to shout out the homie, because Matt, for real, I love what you're doing, and I'm always keeping an eye on you because you're always just doing something. Like you're one person who doesn't really just like take a back seat. You're always thinking about the second or third step, and then you just kind of casually do it as if like you're not really doing anything at all, and then you just sit there and then watch other people do instead of just fucking. Anyway, whatever, man, dude. All right. So I want to get that out of the way. Click on me in the voice channel. Click on me so you can see what I'm talking about. So you have an idea of what the hell I'm talking about. Before we get to this, because oh my god, this made me start screaming. Like I was joyous and happy. Before we get to this video, I actually want to talk about something that's very, very serious. If you're still in the voice channel, shout out to you. Many of you have been around the crypto space for a very long time. So this is something very nuanced, and if you can see my screen, hopefully we can look at this. Wait, let me zoom in real quick. All right. So I wasn't gonna take the bait on this. I wasn't gonna take the bait. And if you're like, bait, what bait? All right. Kamala Harris released her plans, one in regards to policy. Now, within the crypto space, this is very nuanced. Yeah. This is very, very nuanced, and I kind of debated whether or not I even wanted to talk about this. But let me just say, in the crypto space, even the people here, like race, we're all familiar with racial issues or whatever, and biases, things like that. We understand. In the crypto space, we have always had a mix of different races. For as far back as I can remember, even if technology was built amongst certain groups of people, it has been mixed. It's not about counting how many, who, what, where, why. But racial tension and bias has been a thing that's been addressed countless times in multiple communities, especially over the past 6 years when things have ramped up. Many people from all walks of life have different inherent bias. I don't know if people here have inherent bias towards certain races. I don't ask. I don't assume. No one has really clashed or butted heads. Many people actually put their inherent bias away or have rethought how they felt about certain races because our love for crypto has kind of made us see things from a different perspective. And it's been admirable because you tend to love people for who they are as opposed to what you may think you saw or heard on a TV or in TV or movies or one experience, things like that. So we see race. I'm not saying no one sees race, but many people have elevated and grown when it comes to dealing with people from different walks of life or cultures that are different from yours. And for the love of crypto, people have come together and built awesome things, regardless of race. Many innovative things. The concept of community in crypto has evolved past that kind of thing. You would have never elevated or created the things that you've created if you held on to racial bias first and then crypto ideology second. They kind of butt heads, they clash. Ultimately, the incentive of making money holds you back in crypto. I mean, the incentive of making money would have been held back in crypto if you have held on to racial bias. So some people, many vocal people back in the day in certain communities who rabble-rouse and cause racial issues and tensions were forced to change, adjust. If my mic cuts out, please let me know. But there were many issues. Yeah, easy, very good point. There were things. There were people have analyzed racial study on the market. Just for example, on OpenSea, you would notice that PFPs of a certain skin tone sold for less than others. Then that would change because they realized that there was more value in maybe, something as trivial as a birthmark, glasses, a hat, rarity. Then people started to really question themselves and how they felt. we've explored this. I'm saying all this to say that many people of different races have built things and are very comfortable within crypto. Crypto has been fighting for the past 3 years against, at least in New York, and actually, I mean, New York, in the US, and in other countries, for rules of the road, regulation. Just, we want to do things right, period. Not about, but as crypto users, we want to do things correctly. So when an administration for the past 3 years in America has not provided anything, has been openly hostile, has been aggressive, even when asking, hey, listen, can you just tell us what you want so we can do things properly? You say nothing. Then one random fucking October day, pardon me if I'm cursing and then you want to leave the voice channel and that makes you feel uncomfortable, you feel like this is lowbrow, I'm sorry, please go ahead, you can leave, but I'm just cursing for emphasis because it really was a random day, a random talking point, a random set of random bullet points from the sitting vice president of the United States who's been in office for 3 years with an inept president, the quote-unquote leader of the free world. We know that you as a sitting president have a very powerful voice because the leader of the free world is not coherent. You have influence. The fact that you have not done anything and then suddenly you release these bullet points I want to highlight just this crypto bullet point. Crypto as a whole needed to be protected, especially over the past 3 years. Wells notice after Wells notice from an appointee who is openly hostile, who is derailing this country. People as a whole have needed their crypto investments protected, needed to know that their money is safe. By you openly acting hostile towards positive actors, you've put everyone at risk. Now, by you highlighting not only a specific race, but also a gender too, this is not a helping hand. This is actually hostile. This is actually divisive. This is very divisive and also not only out of touch and out of sync with the current state of crypto, but it's also, to me, this feels very violent. What I mean by violent is everyone in the voice channel, I know what you're probably thinking when you see this. What about me, right? What about meism? There's a voice in your back in your head, even if you've dealt with racial bias and you've adjusted anything that you may have thought or ever, if you have any cultural something, even people who don't feel this way, something kind of triggered in them. Because this is the thing, anytime an authority is singling out something in particular and they're saying, hey, I'm going to give you this, someone else is saying, hey, I don't have this thing. But I want you to think broader. And I want you to see that this is not a helping hand. This is divisive. This is separating and singling out a certain group of people erroneously. This is very violent, saying, hey, right, I'm like, okay, wait, let me pull back slightly. Kamala Harris has been under fire. Her campaign, people like her strategists, and people are saying that she isn't connecting with African-American males in the United States of America. There are many factors to this. President Obama, this is very offensive too, mind you. President Obama boiled this all down to black men not wanting to see women in power. When many black men have said, no, that's not the issue. Kamala Harris has done many things unrelated to race or gender that have affected many people. In addition to harming Black men in multiple ways. And I'm gonna show you one of the ways that she follows up this little bullet point list with, right? Again, people in the voice channel, anyone listening in the future, this is divisive. You're singling out this particular group. You're thinking that you're pandering. Whoever the strategist is, I feel, has racial bias, has issues with this particular group of people that don't really understand their place in crypto. You're assuming that there are none of these people in crypto. Not only that, none of these people have voices, none of these people have influence, none of these people have built anything in crypto. To think that they aren't experienced or cognizant of safety protocols or what crypto is all about, that you're gonna protect these people in this space and then make them know that their money is safe after 3 years of violently doing everything you could to take that money from this group of people, not just them, but all people of all genders and all races within the crypto space over the past 3 years, when you have been the sitting vice president. Why didn't you protect people over the past 3 years? Why are you singling out these people as if, oh yeah, you're not diving in because it's not safe? And then on top of it, you're going to provide $1 million loans that are fully forgivable up to $20K? So a predatory $1 million loan protected for $20,000, but you're going to lose it because what? This particular group of people is going to just spend it anyway, because that's the assumption that you're providing this thing because this group of people doesn't know how to save or even understand. They're just gonna blow it. This is 2024. Sorry, y'all. I don't mean to get emotional, but and this is the trap. Causing people, right, to react emotionally is kind of the goal. It's not, but then putting people at odds when people have done so much work to join hands and building up this new industry, being innovative, being novel, creating jobs instead of pushing them off seas from your administration, doing the work that you haven't been doing, and then leading to good paying jobs. This makes 0 sense. Providing $1 million loans. Then this also leads to this. It's very offensive. Ansem and many other people have Ansem, Rabble Rouser on Twitter, a big voice. Not only that, but Tiffany Fong, right? Making jokes. People saying that this is racist because it triggers the whataboutism. You're putting friends against each other for something as stupid as this. And then this is the biggest fucking thing. I'm gonna zoom in. Friends, if you're still with me, I want you to read this. Support education training and mentorship programs that lead to good paying jobs for Black men, including pathways to become teachers. The lowest paying job in America. The lowest, and then get this. Thinking that you're pandering to this particular group because you need their vote. No one should go to jail for this. Legalizing recreational marijuana. Breaking down unjust barriers that hold Black men back. Oh, because this is, if I'm going to pander to this group of people, give them marijuana, give them $1 million, and then make them teachers, and then also, but single them out. Single them out. This is again, I want to apologize. I didn't want to talk about this. This was a trap. It's a trap because, like I said, it's divisive. It puts an unnecessary target on a group of people that don't necessarily need it. It's unnecessary. It also screams that, again, the architects of Choke Point 2.0 clearly do not know that there are many, many races within the crypto space who have been building together, addressing any inherent racial bias daily within DMs on Discord, DMs within DAOs and communities, working together, even if they don't see eye to eye on things culturally that were propagated through music and TV shows and the news and movies, misunderstandings, still working together towards bigger goals that related to this brand new industry that would provide funding and brand new jobs other than being a fucking teacher. Legalizing recreational marijuana. You know, in New York, dispensaries started popping up. And you know what else happened? They shut down dispensaries. They legalized dispensaries, recreational marijuana, and then they started shutting down dispensaries for doing a good job. Some motherfuckers sent me some shit. I'm like, how the fuck? I don't even. Why are you sending me things? Make it make sense. Just make it make sense, man. Like I said, I am first and foremost. I am about crypto. I'm not about Republicans. I'm not about Democrats. This feels very offensive. That you think that you are offering a bone to a particular group of people. You're pandering, but the pandering is so fucking disrespectful and offensive. You know, she came under fire from Roland Martin, Stephen A. Smith. These are people who are very popular media personalities. She came under fire. Oh, she did an interview with Charlemagne the God. She sat down with Alex, whatever the fuck her name is, from Call Me Daddy, the podcast with her and Sophia Franklin. They were on Barstool, and then she just Alex Cooper just fucking signed the biggest podcast deal ever in the history of podcast deals, man. Like a couple million. She sat down with her in order to try to reach to all these people, making promises that she can't keep, and then making stupid ass fucking promises. Like she's pandering incorrectly. And not even, don't pander at all. You have been the sitting vice president, and people say, oh, you don't understand the executive branch of politics. You don't understand the nuances of politics as a whole. Kamala Harris is extremely powerful. Her and the Secretary of State have been running this country. Kamala Harris is the voice behind Joe Biden. She is the one who can say and influence. 3 years, she's been fucking us over, the crypto space. She received funds and donations. She has been the one who has been empowering Gary Gensler, Elizabeth Warren. I'm telling you. So the fact that you think that, just sprinkle some weed on this demographic and then they'll vote for me. Oh, give them $1 million and then only protect 20K of it and then mentor them and make them teachers. highly offensive. This is divisive. This creates what about meism. So many people were saying, what about us? What about us? Instead of understanding, like, hey, she just unfairly attacked this group of people unnecessarily just because she wants them to vote for them, and then thinking that this is what they want. This is why they didn't vote for you. This is why they don't want to vote for you. And this just gave them more ammunition, you stupid fuck. All right. I told y'all I didn't want to talk about that, but I just had to say it, man, because oh God, and it's sad because now, like, attempting to unravel, not giving rules of the road for crypto inherently. I mean, like, shadily saying that crypto is dangerous, it's volatile. And that's the reason why this demographic doesn't want to deal with cryptocurrency, because you can lose. You're gambling. You're losing all your money instead of realizing how many people of said demographic have been in this space, have been actively creating and building, and successfully built so much shit in order to help and educate people and lead people, and also take money from people. But no, but everybody's been taking money from each other. But that's aside the point. Everyone has been wheeling and dealing and building awesome things and providing jobs for other people. The SEC has appealed the XRP's ruling that XRP is not a security. Insane. The Ripple CEO has fired back. Coinbase's CEO has also fired back, and also to use all that information for their lawsuit. Crypto.com was sued. Many other people are still being sued. Why are they still being sued when there's 3 weeks away from the general election? I have no idea. The reason why I bring that up, though, this is an awesome segue, because XRP was donated to Kamala Harris by this man right here. And this is John Deaton of Crypto Law. He was a legal amicus, whatever, brief person on the XRP, within the XRP trial, which helped all of us by making XRP not a security. It called everything else into question. It gave the SEC one of its biggest defeats ever. Very embarrassing. But the fun thing about John Deaton is that he's running as a Republican against incumbent Elizabeth Warren. You all know Elizabeth Warren, the fucking bane of not only my existence, Kamala Harris, the bane of black men's existence in crypto. Let me stop. But everybody's existence. The one, I mean, I don't want to use the term bitch I don't use that term to describe women. I feel like it's offensive. But you have heard me many times call this one singular woman. I was going to say female. Female is offensive too. But Elizabeth Warren, you are a bitch. And then I want you to listen to this, because she gets eviscerated in the greatest way possible. This is strap yourself in. I told you we're going to unpack. Strap yourself in. Undeafen click on me in the voice channel. This was a master class. If you want to see the individual who has been fucking kicking our ass for 3 years straight, this is what the fuck has been going on. And this will answer everything. Speaking into the side of my microphone, what the fuck is going on? Oh, God, just check this out. First, I'm gonna give you a little quote. A little soundbite from John Deaton, and then specifically they ask about crypto as a whole, and holy shit, man, this made me cackle, cry, scream, yell. I felt all kinds of emotions. But first, I want you to just listen to this little soundbite. All right.
Again, Senator Warren misled. But here's the thing. Senator Warren lives in this hyper-partisan political world where she's defined by party. You notice it's Democrats are great, Republicans are bad. I got news for you, Senator. All of you suck in Congress. All of you. It's a broken system. I'm disrupting.
Did you hear that? Did you hear? Oh wait, hold on. We got some audio interference. Don't worry about that. But I just want you to just hear that one time. I want you to hear this one more time.
World where she's defined by party. You notice it's Democrats are great, Republicans are bad. I got news for you, Senator. All of you suck in Congress. All of you. It's a broken system.
It's a broken system. Nate, you have some feedback from your open speakers. Thank you, sir.
It's not me.
Who is this? Me? Oh, VJ. Sorry, VJ. Sorry. I'm always blaming Nate because Nate was doing parkour and eating eggs and bacon and shit. That's why I hate Nate so much. And everybody else met Nate except for me, and then he was hanging out with Matthew and they were eating eggs and bacon and shit. Fucking terrible. Anyway, but I digress. But you heard that shit. You heard that. John Deaton called everybody out. Sorry, I'll never accuse Nate of doing anything. Nate does so much for the WIP Meetup. Everyone in the voice channel who doesn't know, he does so much shit. So kudos to him. If you can, just send him a box of already cooked bacon and eggs, and make sure it's seven days old, so it doesn't come to him fresh. Make sure it's fucking moldy and disgusting. All right. Shout out to Nate's mom. Hi, Mom. I love you, Mom. Anyway, check this out. Now we're going to get to this. Oh, my God. This, strap yourself in, y'all. I'm conscious of time. Just, you want to listen to this. And this is so fun.
Welcome back to the WBZ Boston Globe U.S. Senate debate. John Keller alongside Victoria McGrain of the Globe. Mr. Deaton, you'll go first on this one. You two take a very different view of the cryptocurrency industry. Senator Warren says she wants to build a, quote, anti-crypto army to rein in what she calls crypto's threat to financial stability, consumer protection, climate, and national security. You have criticized her and federal authorities for what you claim is overly aggressive regulation of crypto. What's the right balance? 1 minute.
Well, listen, I want everyone to know, when I found Bitcoin, I thought of my mom, because my mom was on welfare and food stamps, and she couldn't keep a bank account because she couldn't keep the minimum balance, and the bank would hit her with the predatory fees, and we needed that money. And then she had to go to the check cashing stores that you see in the hood, and they would charge her a fee. My mom would beg them, please, can you take less so that we have the money for food? And then when I went to college and I would send her money from college, I used Western Union, and Western Union would take 15%, and it made a difference. So when Bitcoin came, I was like, great, you can cut out the predatory banks and the middlemen and the MoneyGrams and Western Unions, and you could help unbanked people like my mom. But the better question here is for Senator Warren. With illegal immigration bankrupting this state, with inflation pricing regular people out of economy, with a debt crisis where 40% of the people don't have $500 in case of an emergency, with foreign wars taking place, why did this senator wake up one day and say, with all that, I'm going to build an anti-crypto army because crypto's so important to her? That's a question that she needs to answer.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Right out of the gate. Check this out.
Senator, 1 minute.
So look, I'm fine. People want to buy and sell crypto. That's great. I just want to make sure that crypto has to follow the same rules as every bank, every stockbroker, every credit union, and that is some consumer protection laws and some laws to make sure that it's not open for terrorists and drug traffickers and human traffickers in Iran.
I'm sorry, what? Hey, I'm going to play this again. Thank you, Rizzo. Rizzo, if you could see my face right now, or actually, if you could saw my face when I first heard this, check this out. I want you all to listen again. And I want you just listen and look, and then I'm going to say something.
And say, with all that, I'm going to build an anti-crypto army because crypto's so important to her. That's a question that she needs to answer.
Thank you. Senator, 1 minute.
So look, I'm fine. People want to buy and sell crypto. That's great. I just want to make sure that crypto has to follow the same rules as every bank, every stockbroker, every credit union, and that is some consumer protection laws and some laws to make sure that it's not open for terrorists and drug traffickers and human traffickers in Iran.
I'm pausing again only because you all in this voice channel or listening in the future or listening where you will, you have been a part of the crypto space for a very long time, and it's helped your life. You use it in multiple ways. Your artists, your creators, your builders, your movers, your shakers, your personalities. This woman has, you know that gesture when people like, they wave with their hand, like they brush you away, they brush you off. Very, the term brusque, right? Brusque, it's not brusque, it's brusque, right? Like very like dismissive. You creating a crypto army and then saying you're saying you're okay, but not even saying you're okay. You're like whatever. You just said whatever. It's very offensive, very disrespectful, very, very disrespectful. And then saying that, oh, this you want to make sure that there's rules like banks, lets me know that you don't understand crypto. Saying that you want regulations and rules, but yet you empower Gary Gensler to keep the space deregulated, to make this place disharmonious, to keep us on eggshells, to purposefully villainize this space, and then say this is very disrespectful. And then say that, oh God, I wish I could pull up the article. I'm not going to do that for the sake of time. But then say to stop terrorists from using crypto, and then specifically say Iran, of all fucking countries, to stop Iran. What the fuck does Iran have to do with this? An article came out also last year that said that multiple countries within the Middle Eastern region do not use, Hamas doesn't use crypto. None of these countries they don't use crypto to fund. If they do use crypto, they use it for personal use. They don't use it to fund because you know why? Crypto is permissionless. Crypto is a public ledger. Anyone can see transactions where they go, where they're sent, and where they're received. You do not understand crypto, and yet you thought that this was easy to attack because it's some young whippersnapper thingamajig. This whole, again, I told you this whole aw shucks kindergarten teacher 80-year-old this thing that she fucking does it's all played up and it's fake, because behind the scenes she's a fucking Hillary Clinton wannabe who's a terrorist herself. Let's keep going.
So that's what I want, but I want to be really clear about what's really at issue here. And that is, who are you going to represent in Washington? There's one candidate standing here who gets 90% of the funding to keep their campaign going from one industry, the crypto industry. One candidate who has said quite openly that his personal worth is 80% tied up in crypto. Look, people of Massachusetts know me. You know I fight for everybody, fight for working people. If John Deaton has a chance to go to Washington, his crypto buddies are going to want a return on their investment. He's going to be there to fight for crypto.
Rebuttals.
No, obviously, hello. The return on the investment, someone wrote on Twitter, it's not mine. I wish I could steal this and make it mine, but I've been saying it in other ways for like years now. The return on the investment from the quote unquote crypto buddies is to fucking remove you, crypto's public enemy number one, from office. You stupid fucking fuck. You stupid fuck. Obviously, get your ass out. That is the entire point. Hell, I mean, who do you think your constituents are? Elizabeth Warren? Any politician's constituents donate money in order to enact things that they want to happen. By you telling people of Massachusetts that John Deaton is an enemy to them because crypto, that's it, done. And they're like, well, what's so wrong about crypto? Then she says all these wrong things. Check out John Deaton's response.
Senator Warren never lets the truth get in the way. If you actually look what I did, I've upset more crypto billionaires because I did her job. She sits on the banking committee. I exposed all this regulatory capture by former SEC chair, by the way, appointed by Donald Trump, and Bill Hinman, appointed by Donald Trump's administration. There was an IG report. I'm responsible for a lot of that, of these conflicts. So I've upset more of the crypto billionaires than anyone did. The largest crypto fund blocks me on social media. But here's the thing, her bill bans Bitcoin self-custody in America, yet she's allowing the banks to custody Bitcoin. Another example that Senator Warren's policies do not help poor people. They do not help the working class. She favors the accredited investor rule. That excludes 85% of the American population. Her policies absolutely hurt poor people. And I got in this race to give poor people an actual voice.
Rebuttal.
So I'm just trying to understand what Mr. Deaton's saying here. He's saying he has really made crypto folks mad, so mad that they came here to Massachusetts and are funding 90% of his campaign to try to take back this Senate seat, to take it away from me. I'm having a hard time putting those pieces together, but I will say this. Look, the banks have truly failed a lot of poor people. It's part of the reason I fought so hard to get a Consumer Financial Protection Bureau in place. It has now saved American consumers more than $15 billion that companies that cheated them had to return directly to those consumers. So I'm all in favor of more restrictions on the bank. The latest one for me has been to go after them on overdraft fees, where folks like JP Morgan Chase were making more than $1 billion a year off people who were struggling making it day to day.
We know that she's in Jamie Dimon's pocket from JP Morgan and Chase, the CEO. So this is bullshit. And also overdraft fees, that happened 7 years ago. She had nothing to do with that. She was never successful in pushing any bills. Just so you know, I'm giving you a little context so you know what's bullshit. And they already changed their policy on overdraft fees without her saying anything or doing anything. She's full of shit.
I'm in those fights, but I think crypto ought to have to follow the same rules as everybody else.
Briefly,
I wish
I'd like to
Senator
move on.
Warren would attack inflation the way she attacks crypto. I wish she would attack securing the border the way she's focused on crypto. You know, she's so focused on crypto, she had the CEO of JP Morgan Chase available for questioning, and they had financed the largest child sex trafficking operation in history with Jeffrey Epstein. And you know, Senator Warren didn't ask a single question. She wanted to talk about crypto because she's so hyper-focused. Now, I know that because I was raped as a child for a period of 2 years, I might be a little more sensitive to those child rape victims, but I want to ask Senator Warren, why would you not ask one question? JP Morgan Chase settled for $290 million to these rape victims. They had to settle with the U.S. Virgin Islands. And Senator Warren doesn't ask a question. You want to know why? Because a former Democrat president's involved, because her donors are involved, because people that she knows are involved. Again, loyalty to an agenda, loyalty to a party. I come in and I want transparency on everything. I'd like her to answer the question on behalf of all those rape victims, though.
So look, I have stayed after the banks. I have stayed after the regulators that regulate the banks. I have done everything I humanly can to try to get more fairness into our financial system. What I don't hear Mr. Deaton talking about is what is the return on investment that his crypto investors are expecting from having put millions of dollars into his race.
Getting your ass out, obviously.
Look, I'm all for having a crypto system. If people want to buy and sell crypto, all I want are just some basic fair rules, the same kind of fair rules that should apply to all of our financial institutions.
I do want to move on, but she asked a question of you, so go ahead.
Absolutely. Listen,
The 90%
I can't help.
This
I
is the
can't
one
help
on
it.
90%
Let me
of
finish,
your
please.
funding. Just
Let me
ask me.
finish. I can't help it when she goes to ban an entire industry that they're motivated against her because they see a viable candidate. But listen, the rules are already there. Senator Warren, you notice she didn't answer the question about those rape victims. You know, you can't call yourself a absolute warrior for women if you only select the women you're willing to protect.
You know, I really don't understand this charge, and I don't know what you're talking about here. I have pushed on the banks and tried to get more regulation over the banks and tried to hold the banks accountable every single time they step out of line. Now, I get it. They're big and they're powerful. Of course, I don't take my money from the banking industry. I take my money from the people who want to support this campaign. What I don't hear you talking about is what exactly do the crypto folks expect to get by funding 90%
You want to know
of your
something?
campaign?
Everyone out there, I sued the government because the SEC had done something really bad to small retail investors, and a lifelong Democratic judge agreed with me. I did it all pro bono, and this token XRP was called legal because of my work. I won Lawyer of the Year, Consumer Advocate of the Year, Defender of Freedom Award because I did it for free. And guess what? Last week, that crypto billionaire that she's talking about that has supported me just donated millions of this XRP token to Vice President Harris' campaign. If I didn't do what I did, sue the SEC on behalf of small retail investors, that donation to your candidate of choice, Senator, would not have happened. So, Madam Vice President, if you're watching, you're welcome.
I would like to move on. You can return to this if you like later. Victoria McGrain has our next question. We'll go to you first again, Mr. Deaton, to make up for before.
Turning our attention to the rest of the world, you've suggested that Senator Warren is somehow insufficiently supportive of Israel. You've criticized her for not attending.
So thank you, Senator Harris. Vice President Harris. You know, I felt great because I like seeing bullies have their feet be put to the fire, you know, and this all shucks gee golly shit has been very violent towards the crypto space that she's been on. This I don't understand what you're saying thing has been ridiculous. I feel like John Deaton kicked ass. He took names, and a lot of people saw someone who's instead of dodging questions and providing buzzwords, was very rational, level-headed, and seemed to be all about action. And I think that resonates more with people in Massachusetts in this era because they've been so used to Elizabeth Warren not doing anything. So anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for coming through this edition of the After. Shout out to the WIP crew. You know I love each and every single one of you. Shout out to the entire leadership team at meme.com. WIP fam. Oh, man. Welcome back. I hope that all this shit and don't take any shit. Give shit right back. Much love. I'll see you later.